there is some development in UK as well, where students headed there will no longer be able to take their families along as well. UK Home Secretary Suella Braverman, in a written statement to the House of Commons, has said that only international students on postgraduate courses currently designated as research programs will be allowed to bring in their family members, including children and elderly parents, as their dependents. Is this move likely to impact what UK calls the living bridge with India? That is the big question over here. Let's go across now to the UKIBC chief, Richard Mccullum, who is joining us on the show. Richard, many thanks for speaking with NDTV. First of all, is it likely to adversely impact the movement of students from India to the UK?
I think the first thing to say is that student mobility between the UK and India has been a hugely positive story. I think we had about 125,000 students from India studying in the UK in the last academic year, and something like 160,000 visas issued to Indian students up until September 22. Of course, I'm disappointed by these restrictions, but it's worth bearing in mind, I think, that it won't affect the majority of Indian students studying in the UK. The post-study work visa remains in place. There's no limit to the number of Indian students who can visit the UK to study. And UK universities really want to encourage more Indian students to come and work there. And there will be exceptions for students undertaking certain postgrad courses that are deemed as research programs.
So, is the UKIBC keen on taking up this matter with the government, considering that the government itself calls the people-to-people contact the living bridge between India and the UK?
Well, when the matter was first raised back in November 22, we did, on behalf of our members, we wrote to various UK government departments about the extraordinary benefits which Indian students bring to the UK. Indian students, all international students bring about £26 billion a year to the UK economy, and they improve academic and research strength in the sector, and they bring diversity and benefits to the campuses, and they bring skills which we need. I think it's worth mentioning, though, in the wider context, that in 2022, the UK issued about 2.8 million visas, and 25% of all of those went to India. And student visas went up by about 73% in 2021. And work visas increased by about 130% as well in the same period. So I think, it's a largely positive story in terms of the living bridge between the UK and India.
Richard Mccullum, many thanks for speaking with NDTV on India Global.